3, 2, 1. Hi.
Leo.
Leo.
How's it going?
I have a special love for Leo only because I'm very much related to the lion.
Oh, really?
Not in, but like.
Oh, got
I've
it.
got my
You're
mane.
like, I have my mane.
I've got my mane.
That's the Aries. You're like, I'm not a Leo, but I'm trying.
But I'm here.
Your Aries moon is like, right, Leo? Did I get it? Did I get it right?
I'm just like a giant cat.
Cats.
I'm obsessed with cats.
Literally drinking out of a cat.
Yeah.
So, welcome to Pisces
to Aquarius.
This is your monthly reading for
November 2017.
And my name is Jameson.
And I'm Nessa.
I'm an Aquarius on the Pisces cusp.
And I'm just straightforward Aquarius, middle of the road.
So we're just playing with the idea of, okay, yeah, let's do readings, let's do monthly readings, let's check in, see what's happening with all y'all, but what else is happening? What's the bigger picture? How not only are we dealing with what's going month to month for people, but what is happening in this big shift people are talking about, which is the age of Aquarius.
Yeah.
And we're coming out of the age of Pisces, and we have a Pisces who's really an Aquarius, dealing with an Aquarius. It's just
so Aquarius.
So how can we use this to channel these bigger energies?
Yeah.
To deal with these, how can our lens be used differently than maybe someone else for readings and whatnot? So we're just playing.
Yeah, we're just playing around.
Seeing what happens.
Speaking of which, I actually am not super familiar with Leo, so this is going to be good for me because this is one that I don't know that well.
Leo is the complementary sun sign of Aquarius.
Right. I keep getting told I need to
wheel.
date Leos, and I've never dated a Leo. Ever.
You've never dated a Leo.
Never did.
Oh,
Apparently,
shit.
I'm waiting for it. So.
It's gonna fuck up your life.
I know. It's gonna throw me out of whack.
Yeah. Girl, what you already told me about your relationships, you are gonna go crazy if you do that.
Oh, so don't date.
No, do it, but like, let's not add any filters on Leos right now, so we can give a nice balanced read. But we'll talk about Leos later.
Okay, I'm really excited.
I've been shuffling a lot.
Yeah. Let me go ahead
No, why don't you shuffle?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, because you have less of an understanding of Leo, and you're gonna bring more of an objectivity.
Yeah.
And I have a lot more subjective.
Well, that was the thing I was finding cool
Leo.
before, and I meant to like mention before, was that I found it interesting that when we didn't associate with the sign, that was the person who kept shuffling. I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Oh yeah.
That happened a lot.
Leos.
Leo.
Yeah, so let's see, what else there to say right now? Let's just wait for the cards. See what happens.
Okay.
We have, since we're dealing with like Leos, like we have this like fun stone.
Yeah.
You know. We're got the lion on there. I don't know. You got your hair.
Yeah, I got my hair.
We're feeling good.
It's not intentional.
And like, yeah, we actually have been doing these readings a little bit, and we're starting to like feel good about it.
Yeah, we're starting.
Which I think is a very Demi Lovato. She's a Leo. What's wrong with being confident? Okay.
At the heart of a lion. So let's see.
Past.
Queen of Swords.
Queen of
Okay.
Swords.
Aight. I'm feeling you.
The Keeper of Swords.
I'm feeling you.
Present.
Two Pentacles.
Two Pentacles
but
reversed.
reversed. Kind of a lack of balance there.
Oh, this is everything this is exactly what it is. This is everything.
Ooh.
That we have been talking about with all of our readings, with Jupiter being in Scorpio and everything coming to the surface and like big time.
Okay.
Maybe I'm mixing it.
No. Can you? Would you mind leading this one?
No, because I might be mixing this guy up now. I'm thinking.
Oh, okay.
Let me keep thinking.
Yeah. If you wanna like track them. Well,
Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna do that.
yeah. Okay, we're not fully off book. Please forgive. Please forgive. So.
Roar, lion.
So Leo's. It looks like you're coming from this place where you're not.
Yeah, I was thinking of the Emperor. I'm an idiot.
Okay.
Anyways, but
Right.
let's
Well,
go to the Queen of Swords.
The Queen of Swords is a great one because it's being in control of your mind. Like Swords is logic and your thinking, but it's also like a battle. It's also a fight. It's also because it's a sword.
Cuts.
Yeah, it can be how like the mind can cut, the sharp wit and all of that goodness. So it looks like you're coming from a place where you're in control of that power, of your power, of your wisdom. You're in control, and not in a way that's like I'm in control, but more in a.
It's a good card, especially for Leo.
Yeah, it's a mothering, nurturing kind of a place to be in control of that kind of stuff, to be in control of your mind. So it looks like that's where you're coming from.
It's like, so it's like you're on your Pride Rock.
Yeah.
But who does the hunting?
The women. The women do the hunting. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. For a lion sign, the lions, the men lions are usually the ones that stay back, but the women do the hunting. The women are the ones who really get shit done, you know. So it seems like you're in a place where you're like, I'm gonna take care, I'm gonna get shit done, and I'm gonna do so in a way that nurtures, not in a way that like controls.
And I'm assuming that this is a refined thing. I'm assuming that this is not a skill set you've had your whole life.
Right. That is what it feels like.
One, because of Leo energy, which can be a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more rawr. But this butterfly crown and throne, there's been a transformation in the past.
Yeah.
Where you've been able to really sharpen this sword. You've been really sharpen your intellect, figure some things out, figure some things out internally.
Yeah, except that's leading you.
Now
It's
we have the Two of Pentacles.
Right. So like you were able to figure some shit out, and you did come to a new place. Like you were taking care of yourself and using your wit and your intellect and your logic in a way that was very nurturing, but for some reason it seems like right now things are out of balance, and that could just be because that's the way the world works sometimes.
I mean, look at these ships.
Yeah.
It's cyclical. It's a wave sign. You know, up, down, up, down,
yeah.
up, down. And
even there with the 8, with the
it's what?
With the infinity sign, the 8 that's going on right there,
yeah.
it's that same thing
changing.
If it's a cycle.
Yeah, up and then down. And it's interesting, the ships are even one's on its way up and the other's on its way down. This is at the top of the sign going up. This is at the top of the sign going down.
Right, and isn't 2 like a pair? I mean, obviously, but like, isn't that it's symbolizing like the other side or like a union ship or
union, decision making,
right?
Choices.
So it seems like it might be the other side of the coin is what happened.
The what?
The other side of the coin.
The what? The coin?
Of the coin.
But
like where you had come to a place where you were kind of like, okay, intellectually I've got my nurturing, I'm balanced. And then things get thrown out of whack in a material
oh, there's other
world.
things to deal with.
Right, literally the other shoe dropped.
Like, okay, mind and clarity, great, I have mental clarity, but my world may be falling down around me.
Right,
You know, I might have no money. I might, I might have no money. My home, my apartment, the lease is going to be up.
Right,
You know,
right.
it could be anything.
Right.
But it's dealing, more with the material world.
It is.
And that's right now.
Right, which leads you to a place where you're not.
Ooh, which is funny because we're about to start, as we turn into November, that's when Scorpio comes into play, and it's more of like the cold and the icy energy, and that's when Leo's probably not at its strongest. You know, in the summer when it's like,
Oh yeah,
hot
you're
and
just
fiery.
coming to the
You're just
end of
coming
it.
to like the end of that wave.
Right.
And so maybe it's time, hibernation
And
Eh.
it also, I mean, I don't know. It's a material world that's getting you thrown out of whack, right? So it might just be that something outside of you kind of got affected. You were able to find a balance within your mind, but the work stopped, or your car broke, or something happened that threw everything
oh, I
financially
think
out
I
of
figured
whack.
it out.
Yeah, please.
So Leos, there's ego. They care about being loved and treasured, but I'm sure in the past they bended themselves to fit social norms so that they come out on top. But now that you've sharpened this sword, you're balancing, oh, do I go with what I believe in? Do I go with my heart? Or do I go with what's going to make me look better on the outside? And the Hierophant is all about conforming to societal norms.
Yes.
But it's in reverse, so you're caring less about those societal norms.
Oh. Oh. So you're trying to figure out whether or not you should conform, and you decide not to.
That's what it's looking like.
That's great. That is great. I mean, what?
I think so.
Why conform, man?
Yeah.
Don't conform.
Like, what's wrong? What's wrong with being?
First of all, I'm like, don't do it.
What's wrong with being confident? And not to use Demi Lovato as like total, like, but I do sometimes look at people that I like, people who I listen to music to, and I go, oh, what's their sign? Okay, cool, and I sort of take that journey with them. I mean, I didn't really listen to her last album too much yet, but Confident was all about, not going back to my old ways was one of her songs. I'm changing colors.
Right. And right now she's on BuzzFeed a lot talking about just like, breaking society's norms, talking about her time with cocaine, talking about her time with, and that does sound like it would make sense that right now you're in a situation where you're like, you know what? I know me. I'm going to do me. And I don't care what other people think.
I've done enough of that.
Right. I'm going to just step forward. I'm going to attack. I'm going to be the lion that I want to be.
The true lion is going to roar.
Yeah.
Not that like little kitten lion that's like, love me. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah, that's why we're
dropping guard. But to a degree that makes sense with this lady, because when you think of lion, isn't what you think of like the male lion, and yet here we have the female. And she's the action. She's the one who does. She's the one who gets.
Shit. The lion is the one who deals with the mane.
Yeah.
The lion is the one who with pride and who steps around like, look how badass I am. While deep down inside, they might be like, oh, I'm insecure. I'm hurting. So I gotta puff up to show people I'm not hurting.
Right.
I'm good. But now it's like, no, I really am good.
Right, you're the lioness. No, you don't have that big old mane, and no, you don't look the way that people think of when they think of a lion. But you know what? You're more powerful. You act more. Well, not necessarily, whatever. Right?
Yeah.
But you're the one who gets the food. You're the hunter. You're the one who.
And you're taking care of others at the same time.
Right.
You're not only are you powerful, but you're taking care. You're birthing. I mean, the female lion, bears the children. They feed. They clean. They. I always think of that scene. We brought it in Lion King in another reading, but I always think of that scene, where
Nala?
Not Nala. What's the mom's name? Why can't I think of her name? She like has a name.
Does she have that?
Yeah, and she's like licking the kids. He's like, Mom, stop that. But I don't know. It's just it's a cool card.
Right.
For Leo right now, because it's not something you think of as much.
Right. So you're
Leo.
breaking societal norms. It seems like you came to a place where you're.
Pentacles, just to make sure I like that sounds.
No, but I
100%
think
right.
that sounds so right. It's a lack of balance is the one, because I don't know about
inability to handle several situations at once. So you're like, oh, I found this, but this is what I've always done.
Mm-hmm.
So what do I do?
What do I?
I'm gonna
And
not
it
give a
makes sense because it's-
IDGAF.
Yes.
You know?
But it makes sense because it's still in the material world. It's like, how do I balance this new image, this new concept of self with my material, with the material world, with the way I'm supposed to, with
Am
the way
I what's in
society.
here? Am I what's outside?
Right.
What is?
And you just
What's
decide,
real?
you know what? Breaking them chains. So, are you gonna pull some more cards?
No, I was gonna see if like the devil was like
Oh, that would be
below.
nice.
That would have been funny.
No,
No,
because
I feel good about
I feel like anything more, like I think that we have it.
I think we have it.
All right.
Yeah.
Leos, hey. So I hope you enjoyed this. It seems like you guys are in a really great place, and
Yeah.
it seems like you guys are about to be revolutionary, frankly. You know what? Go out there and hunt, and like enact some change, guys. You know, we need it. If any of this resonates with you, please feel free to comment down below. If you're like, oh, hell no, that is not me, please also feel free to comment
Yeah.
down below.
And subscribe. Check in with us next month.
Yeah.
And we'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, talk to you soon.